Should we do Watch This Jerks?
Sure.
I watched Elemental finally.
Was it
Name that
good?
movie, I think. No,
No.
it was not.
Too woke?
No, well, no, I don't think that was the problem.
Okay.
I think the problem was they didn't have
Not woke enough.
that.
Needs more
Possibly.
woke? Needs
Possibly.
more woke?
So the movie itself, like, I don't know. I think this is like this is probably Pixar's worst film. It just, the plot points just don't make sense. Like, there's not a coherent plot point. Like, so you have, it's basically Zootopia, right? It's a city of animals, except in this, it's a city of elements. Like 4 main elements here: water, fire, wood, and clouds. I think are
Those are the 4 main elements, certainly.
Don't worry so much about the wood and the clouds, because they're inconsequential to the majority of the story. So you've got the fire and the water races, right? Let's just call them what they are. This is a movie about different races and how, I don't know, 2 of them fall in love, but it's a forbidden love, but not overly forbidden, because the main thing is just like, I don't know, they're like, they dip their toe in the racism pool, but not really. Like, there's not really any, like, there's not really any like hatred between the different races. They just can't touch. And like,
well, one is made out of fire and the other is made out of water. So I mean, it's not like it's crazy.
No, but then I don't want to spoil anything. But the whole conceit about this thing is like, the fire people live in the fire section of the town, and all the water's been cut off to that, so it doesn't kill the fire people.
This makes sense.
But then suddenly there's water in this fire land, right? And they're like, this doesn't make sense. Why is there water in here now? It's all supposed to be shut off. And so you're like thinking like, oh, okay, there's like somebody who's like trying to snuff out the fire people, right? Like, there's got to be somebody who's like super racist here and just like, I've had enough of these fire folk.
Right.
But it turns out that there's this opening, and like, that's broken open in this like wall that the water's coming through. And so the whole conceit here is like, the water guy is a building inspector, right? And so he's getting ready to shut down the fire people's business because there's water in the pipes. But then he and the fire girl have to, like, they discover there's this leak that's coming through this huge wall in the city. It's just coming through this huge wall, and they fix it themselves and tell everybody that it's done. And they're like, all right, I guess that's fixed. It's but it's not. Like, right. It doesn't end up being fixed.
People just believe them.
No, there's like, it's not on anybody in the city to fix this. It's like, there's no plot point there. It's just like, oh, these 2 random people fixed this whole society thing, and there's this love story between them, but it just makes no sense. It's bad. It's bad.
You spent a lot of time talking about a movie that's bad.
It's bad.
All right.
Sounds like I can't jerk off to it, so I'm not interested.
Who watched Only Murders?
I did. We finished it. We have nothing else to watch, so we finally went through that.
And
it was cute. Good season. Like Paul Rudd, Meryl Streep, great. I thought the finale had one of the funniest lines that I've heard in a long time. So much so that I tried to look it up to see if it's been used before in anything, but I don't think it was.
What was it?
Martin Short's character says, "Congratulations, everyone! I did it." I don't know. It just killed me. It sounds like something that like Steve Martin would write. I don't know if he wrote. Does he write that show, or does he just?
Does.
Okay, it just sounds like something that he would write. Anyway, it's a good show. Liked it. Yeah.
I almost completely forgot. I went to a live performance on Saturday night. Does that count under the watching section?
If you're a jerk. Only if you're a jerk.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched John Mulaney and Jon Stewart live in concert.
You went to that?
I did. I went to see John and John live at Westbury Music Fair.
Oh, they were there?
Yeah, they were performing less than 10 minutes from my house. So I decided to go see them.
That's all they performed for?
Huh?
No. How much were the tickets?
Maybe like $100 each.
Okay.
Not terrible. It was our anniversary gift to each other. And
What do they
my
do?
wife and I, huh?
What do they do there? Like
They do stand up. John Mulaney is.
it's just
Jon
back
Stewart
to back stand up, basically.
Yeah, it's just there's an opening act, a guy whose name
Okay.
I already forgot. He was okay. And then John Mulaney comes out and he does his new set. It's not it's not the Netflix stuff that you've already seen. He does all new material. He was very funny. I thought he was very funny. And Jon Stewart comes out and he also was very funny.
Great.
I audibly laughed multiple times. It was a very good show. They make you put your phone in like these weird magnetic pouches.
That's good.
Mhm.
I like that.
And your watch too, your Apple Watch. You can't even have
Really?
that. Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
Yep. But it was a really good show. We really enjoyed it. I laughed a lot. I recommend it. And it was cool. We had really good seats. So we could see
Look at
everyone and see
you.
him nice and close. And yeah, good time. And only one person walked out when Jon Stewart started making fun of Donald Trump.
I
and he
mean,
looked
what the
exactly like what you thought he would look like.
he was like 65.
No,
Oh,
it was a guy wearing all black
okay.
with the black cargo shorts and the
Right.
black hoodie
Right.
and a black baseball hat with a black beard.
Where what he didn't know about Jon Stewart? Like,
I honestly don't know.
Has
And
he
he
never
stood up,
heard
and
of-
not only did he stand up and leave,
Yeah.
but you could tell he had a teenage son that he made forced to leave with him.
Oh, they're talking about our guy. We gotta go
And then Jon Stewart made fun of the guy for
for leaving.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
It was pretty funny. It was a good show. I recommend it. If you have a
Nice.
chance to see John Mulaney and Jon Stewart, I'm not saying anything highly controversial there, but they were both two of the funniest stand-ups of all time. Guess what? They were funny.
That's good.
Uh-huh.